has turned out to witness history. They're here to see if a mere mortal can take down 10 fiery hot wings, known as the Davy Jones Challenge. This dish has sunk hundreds of challengers, but I believe I found the man to send these wings to the briny depths of defeat. And that MVF Nation warrior is professional wrestler Jerry Sags.
I got to take this challenge on so I can tell myself I can do it. I can nasticize the wings.
Davy Jones, it's time to get nasty!
I'm Adam Richmond. For years, I was one man on a quest to discover the country's greatest chowdown joints. Oh man, that was awesome. And take on its legendary food challenges.
Mountain of Cheese Mill, the 5-pound nacho challenge.
This is the stuff of legends. Now, it's your turn. Are you ready for a challenge? 3, 2, 1. Bring on the challenge! Together, we'll find the most delicious local eats and face down the mightiest meals.
Dunk it, mix it, mash it, just don't stop.
100 oysters! This is Man vs. Food Nation. I'm in Tampa, Florida, land of the Bucks, bays, the Rays, relaxation, and of course, great food. I have a few stops before Jerry Sags takes on 10 of the spiciest wings on the planet.
Let's start the clock and get nasty.
The first has some of Florida's freshest catch. Because of its proximity to the Gulf of Mexico and Tampa Bay, seafood is part of Tampa's culture and cuisine. And for everything from gator to grouper, locals say that some of the best can be found at Skipper's Smokehouse. Thanks a lot. You guys are so cool. Opened in 1980, this laid-back chowdown shack and oyster bar is packed floor to ceiling with Florida decor. Their delicious lineup of succulent seafood has everything from slices of smoked shark to an award-winning blackened grouper Reuben.
We can beep it, right? It's amazing.
But since MVF Nation is made up of the boldest palate, those who don't fear any local dish, no matter how strange...
Are you having a bowl?
I'm going for gator. Cause Skipper's has gator chili and sauce-soaked slabs of gator ribs.
If you had to compare the taste of alligator to another meat or another fish you've had, what would you compare it to?
Chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Mom, what do you think?
Pork.
Pork.
Yes.
Gator, the other white. The white meat that ate the other white. In Skipper's unique outdoor kitchen, I meet 30-year veteran Vicky Dodds and a 5-pound hunk of gator. Where do you get your gator here in Tampa?
We get him from our licensed alligator trapper. He catches nuisance alligators and butchers it himself.
Let that be a lesson to all you nuisance alligators. We will find you, we will catch you, we will eat you. The gator starts with a substance called goo.
It's not really a marinade, it's not really a paste, it's not a powder, it's a goo.
All right, let's play with goo and gator. Vicky blends tangy barbecue sauce, a sweet and smoky spice blend, olive oil, and key lime juice. Man, this is nice, subtle. That's kind of like Florida in a bowl, huh?
There you go.
Aren't bad. She coats the ribs and loads them onto a special rack. Even Scooby can say it. Here's a rack of reptile ribs. They go into the pressure smoker, a one-of-a-kind pressure cooker that imparts flavor with hickory wood chip smoke. They cook in just 2 hours, and I boldly take a bite.
What do you think?
Pork. If you look at it up close, someone would be hard-pressed to say that it isn't pork. Do you know what I mean?
Except it's leaner.
Not a greasy rib at all. Soaks up all that flavor. If you love a good, like, pork spare rib, you would absolutely love a gator rib. Hi, gator. The gator ribs at Skipper's were one of a kind, but the Davy Jones Spicy Wing Challenge still looms large in Tampa. And the man for the mission, the man to do Man vs. Food Nation proud, is none other than tag team champion Jerry Sags. Let's see if he can dominate the wing the way he dominates the ring.
My name is Jerry Sags, one half of the greatest tag team in the history of wrestling, the Nasty Boys.
Since they joined forces in 1986, the Nasty Boys have won 12 tag team championships in 5 different leagues. I find them at the Nastyville School of Pro Wrestling, teaching a clinic on pain. Hi, Sags.
Adam, a pleasure.
What's up, brother? You guys have titles in pretty much every possible league you can think of. Why are you taking on such a psychotic spicy challenge?
I love spicy food, habaneros. I grow them, make my own sauces. Never have I eaten any kind of extract. And now here comes the Davy Jones Locker Challenge. I got to take this challenge on so I can tell myself I can do it. I can nasticize the wings.
Let's get nasty.
Let's do it, baby.
Oh, God, he is so strong. He is really strong.
Hi, we're Simon and Debbie Horsey from Fishtail Seafood Market in Tampa, Florida, and we're also proud members of Man vs. Food Nation.
MVF Nation is all about finding the neighborhoods where Chowdown classics are born. And my next stop is home to a tasty original. I'm in Ybor City, Tampa's Latin Quarter, a hotbed of good times and authentic Cuban cuisine. In fact, the famous Cubano sandwich is said to have been invented right here. And locals say one of the best is at the Aguila Sandwich Shop. In the 19th century, Cuban immigrants in the tobacco industry introduced the U.S. to the Cubano, a delectable blend of ham, pork, pickles, mustard, and Swiss cheese. And since 1986, this family-owned joint has served up what locals say is one of the most delicious and authentic Cubanos in the country. You are a Cubano authority.
I'm a Cubano authority. I'm also Cuban born.
So let me ask you, in terms of your rating scale, how are the Cubanos here at Aguilas? A 10. A Cuban judge gives it a 10. In the kitchen, I meet the man behind the masterpiece, Mario Aguila. You've been doing this for a quarter of a century.
Yes.
Do you still love the Cuban sandwich?
Love the Cuban sandwich because the key to the Cuban sandwich is the roast pork, and I love roast pork.
And you guys make the roast pork here on premises?
Yes, we do.
After Mario halves a loaf of light flaky Cuban bread and lays down the boiled ham, we're ready for his prized pork. It's been cooked for 4 hours, hand-pulled and marinated in mojo sauce, a blend of citrus, garlic, and sour onion. Oh my gosh, please put this on that sandwich.
Okay.
He piles on the pork and deals a deck of Swiss cheese. Then it's condiment time.
An original Cuban sandwich will only will take mustard and pickles. Forget about the mayonnaise. Forget about the lettuce and tomato.
I'm all about keeping it classic, so I'll do just pickles and mustard. Keep it old school.
Right.
Mario does the honors, and then it's ready for the press. Okay, now that's called la plancha, right?
La plancha para el cubano.
And that's kind of what makes it almost like this stuffed bread. It becomes like a pocket of flavor that's really quite amazing. He adds a coat of butter to brown the bread, and the Cuban is done. I've been waiting for this too long.
Enjoy it.
Oh my God, that is so good. Sometimes words fail me. Sometimes only the rhythm can unleash the amazingness I am experiencing. I mean, everything works perfectly. It's really almost like a pie shell or a pastry shell. Then you get into the meatiness of that roast pork. You don't need a condiment because there's a creaminess just inherent with that cheese. I don't know about Cuba Libre. This is Cuba Delicioso.
Exactamente.
Those Cuban sandwiches were increíble, but the Davy Jones Spicy Wing Challenge still looms large in Tampa. And the man I'm training to take it down is pro wrestler Jerry Sags. I will do whatever I can, give you my tools, give you your knowledge, and I will prep you for this challenge. To beat the Davy Jones, Sags has to overcome pure pepper extract. You ready to dole out some pain? Yeah. Go bring the pain to get nasty! But if he uses napkins to keep the corrosive spice off his hands... Come on! Take that hot sauce! Take it down! And goes to his happy place to survive the afterburn, the Davy will be down for the count.
We are the Aguila family, and this is
Man vs. Food Nation!
I'm at Rapscallions, just north of Tampa Bay in Land O'Lakes, Florida, where the Davy Jones hot wings threaten to drown their next challenger in a sea of flame. If Jerry Sags, pro wrestler and lover of spice, can vanquish all 10 wings, he'll earn a t-shirt and a spot on the wall of pain. Let's see if our challenger can withstand this pyrotechnic pile driver straight to the palate. It's on. You guys ready for a challenge? In 2008, pirate-themed Rapscallions unleashed the Davy Jones Challenge on the greater Tampa Bay area. You're going to see someone try to eat 10 of these today. How do you feel about that?
God bless them.
God bless them. Only 9 brave souls have conquered it. The rest, hundreds and counting, have tasted fiery failure.
That's really hot.
Is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you think you finished that whole wing or no? Are you ready?
I don't think so.
Ready to concoct the devious Davy Jones, I head to the kitchen. This is, I guess, the bridge, the command center here at Rapscallions, because to my left is none other than the real Captain Morgan, James Morgan. He is actually known as the Captain. The sinister sauce begins with a 10-pound tray of roasted garlic and habanero, a citrusy pepper 50 times hotter than a jalapeno.
What was your impetus to roast them? Was it just a flavor choice?
We wanted flavor.
They wanted flavor. So basically, they're trying to create the most pleasurable experience for the people that are about to burn out their insides.
After we destem the habaneros...
Most of them just pop right off.
You're talking about the challengers' heads, of course.
Yes, of course.
I foolishly decide to sample what Sags is up against.
Such a bad idea.
How?
The memories come flooding back and they all suck.
The heat level is already psychotic, and we're not even close to done. Captain Morgan blends a batch of chili de arbol, adds the habaneros and garlic, and a heap of hot sauce.
This looks like the food pyramid at the most sadistic school in America.
He tops things off with freshly squeezed Florida OJ and red wine vinegar, and the sauce is ready to go from hot to infernal.
What is the next ingredient?
We have what we call the blood of Davy Jones. What it is, it's actually oil extracts from the habanero seed, otherwise known as capsaicin.
Capsaicin? Oh, my word. Pure capsaicin. Davy Jones, you're a cruel, heartless bastard.
The captain pours on a dastardly dose.
Oh! I mean, it smells like pain.
And after a final cup of red pepper flakes and cayenne, it's time to saturate the wings.
Hey! That is burning my hand.
Woo!
That is burning my hand.
He just touched his hand.
There you go. Bon appetit.
The Davy Jones challenge is ready to rumble. And out back, the crowd is pumped for the big fight.
The wings are ready, but what is a challenge without a challenger? Oh, this guy's nasty. He's tough, he's strong. He is Sags!
Jerry Sags is a member of one of the greatest tag teams in the history of pro wrestling, the Nasty Boys.
It's time to get nasty!
And his partner, Brian Knobs, is here to provide unflinching moral support.
Nasty wings are taking a walk, a little walk down Nasty Boulevard, and they're gonna get nasty sides.
Have you ever undertaken a spicy challenge before?
I've taken on the top tag teams in the world. Do you think 10 Davy Jones locker wings are gonna stop us? We're nasty!
Do you think you can be stopped?
Captain Morgan brings forth the Davy. But before I send Sags into battle, I'm arming him with a strategy that helped me win my own bout with habanero extract.
Take all the meat off the bone. The less that touches your lips, the better. And then just pack it away. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready. Let's start the clock and get nasty. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready for me to eat Lando legs?
I'm at Rapscallions near Tampa, Florida, where pro wrestler Jerry Sags is about to battle the Davy Jones, 10 wings covered in pure pepper extract. He has 30 minutes to take them down, followed by a 5-minute afterburn, something 9 out of 10 challengers can't do.
3, 2, 1, go!
Give the man some room, give the man some room.
I've coached Sags to strip all the meat off the wings, and he follows my advice.
It's like doing these main event matches. We strategize. We know what we're doing.
If he sat there and tried to eat it off the wing, he would get it all over his lips.
After 2 minutes of painful removal,
Your fingers.
Sags launches into the flaming pile of poultry.
Big hand for pound it. Easy peasy. Big bites, big bites.
He tears through the Davy Jones with fury.
Those wings are nothing but chickens! Come on,
But 20 seconds later, the heat catches up, enveloping him in an inferno of pain.
I know it's hard. Big ball, count.
And a man known for eloquent trash talk can only manage a few grunts.
Sir, you obviously see he's got the sweats, he's got the hiccups, and you begin to have the difficulties in breathing. He's working through it very, 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 very slowly now.
You can do it!
With the people of Tampa behind him, Sags powers through the unrelenting heat.
Take your gas!
That's it. That's it. And at the 6-minute mark, he's fought the Davey down to the last bite.
Last bite.
Let's call in a chef. Let's call in a chef. Back up, everybody. This is a judgment. 1 minute.
He got it.
He got it? Not a shred of meat or skin remains. Only bone and sauce. But our celebration is short-lived. Because it's time for Sags to endure the 5-minute afterburn. You got knobs to your left, you got me to your right, and all of MVF Nation behind you. You coast for the next 5 minutes, and you are golden. You are golden. But that's easier said than done. In the afterburn, every second is an eternity.
You can do this. You got this, man.
How many times have you seen me do that? Sometimes counting the table is the only thing you've got. All he has to do to end his misery is call for milk.
Just nuts. The sweat's pouring down his face.
But Sags endures. Just nice deep breaths. Go to your happy place. I don't know where that would be because you get hit by chairs and stuff for a living, but wherever that happy place is.
Nasty.
You think he's got this one in the bag? Is this his time? Is this nasty time? Finally, the last few seconds tick away. That's it! He's done it! He's done it! Sag versus food! Sag versus food! Sag versus food! Sag versus food! Ladies and gentlemen, today in Rapscallion's Davy Jones Fearsomely Fiery Wing Challenge. This round goes to man. Sag's latest victory earns him a t-shirt, a spot on the wall of pain, and an MVF Nation belt. Carrying off belts may be something you're used to. Well, here's one more for you, Chairman. Yes, you right there.
Sags, is this the hottest thing you've ever eaten?
By far. My stomach and face are on fire. I don't know if I'm ever going to live this one down for days to come.
We don't have to talk about that now. Right, Jim, go ahead.
Adam, do you think you can complete this challenge?
I don't know if I'd be able to take on this challenge. You know, I've only been stopped by one spicy challenge before. It also involved pure pepper extract, just like this one. You're the man.
You're so strong. He is really strong.